Hi, I'm Barry from Podhome, and today I want to talk about dynamic text and dynamic audio that you can use for your episodes. Here we are in Podhome in one of my episodes and in the settings of it. Now, if we look at the episode details, we can see a title and a description. So the description is the show notes. In here, we can see some dynamic text already appearing. What we can do here in this text area is we can add a dynamic text marker. So for instance, if I click here on chapters, now dynamically the chapters will be inserted into this text in your RSS feed and will show up in podcast player apps. And I can see a preview of that right here. See, there you go. Those are the chapters. By default, we show you some dynamic text for chapters, people, show website, and episode website, if you have any. And you can also create your own dynamic text tags. Let's take a look. Here in the dynamic content page, under the dynamic text tab, you can create dynamic text entries. Now here I already created one for a disclaimer with some content, which is text. And you can make this rich text if you want by making it bold or italic or whatever you like. And you can then choose to apply this to new episodes. When you do this, when you create a new episode, this text will automatically be applied before the text content or after the text content. So before any show notes or at the end of the show notes. And that will just show up. So for instance, if you have a disclaimer like this, and you always want that to appear after any text content, you just do this, you save it. And now for every new episode, the disclaimer will be added to the show notes, which is pretty neat. Now, another dynamic content type that we have is dynamic audio, which we can find here in the dynamic audio tab. This could be an audio file, a short MP3 that you stick at the end of your episodes as a disclaimer, or maybe something at the beginning in your episodes to ask for value. So what we can do here is add a new dynamic audio. And we do that by uploading an MP3 file. Optionally, we can enhance our audio, and that is free for dynamic audio, but paid for episode audio. For now, I'm just gonna pick this value for value MP3 file, upload it as a dynamic audio thing, and here we go. It will process the audio, and what it actually is doing in the background is it transcodes this audio file to make sure that it is of the right frequency and bitrate so that we can work with it and stitch it to our episode files. Let's see. This is done, and I can choose to stick it before audio content or after audio content. Now, I'll leave this before audio content right here. And just like with the dynamic text, I can choose to apply this to new episodes if I want to, and then I can even set a start or an end date for this. So this could, for instance, be a clip for a campaign about some Halloween special, which only runs for a month, let's say. Now, I can also apply this to specific episodes. So let's say I want to apply this to this episode right here. All right. I will save the episode links, and there it goes. Now, in the background, we'll kick off a process that stitches this audio together. And when you go to the episode, you'll see that it is actually processing your audio, and you'll receive an email when it is done. I'll skip to when this is completed. Here we go. It is done. Now this piece of audio is actually added to the beginning of this episode. And the fun thing here is that we actually retain and change all of your timings. So for instance, a transcript that has been created with Podhome AI has timing attached to it. And we now move this so that it starts after the dynamic audio content. Same goes for chapters, clips, and value for value time splits as well. So this is pretty cool. If you want to see more features of Podhome, go to podhome.fm and create an account to get started.